She tryna go to the stars. She been off drugs all day. She think that she landed in Mars. Got hella Jason X-ray and I got a sniper if they far. Damn, the cops on my motherfucking chase.
It's your boy. We back. You already know who it is, man. Welcome to Intuition Family. You know, this is the art of trusting what you feel and where instinct meets insight. You already know who your host is, your boy truly, Cody Sneed, SDS. Oh, and we back, man. Episode 6, man. Can you believe this? 6 episodes in, man. This is a beautiful thing, guys. Thank you for all the support, all the love, all the continuous growth you continue to show. I know by the end of this video, by the time you see this video, I'll be at 100 subscribers. And I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing, tuning in, and telling other people about me. I really appreciate it. Couldn't do it without you guys and y'all support. Remember to continue to like, comment, subscribe, tell people, tell your family members, your sister, your mom, your dad, your cousin, the one you don't like when you go to Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I just appreciate all the love and the generosity you guys been showing me. So let's get right into it. This week's topic is rightful healing for the soul. But before I get into that, every week we're doing a quote of the week. And this one I've been kind of thinking about and marinating for a long time. And I wouldn't even call it a quote, but you can just say it's a saying. So this week's quote is, experience is a hard teacher because it only first gives the test, then the lesson, never the answers. And all that's true about experience. You have to go through things, you have to experience them to really, learn, grow from things. Somebody could tell you and teach you how to do X, Y, and Z, but until you experience it and go through it for yourself, that's just what it is. And that's just the real thing about experience. It's just a hard teacher. It only gives the test and then the lessons, and then throughout your growth and you seeing things for what it is, then you get to interpret, oh, why was God showing me this? Or why was I put into this position for this to happen to me? And then, you grow, you become a more wiser person, a more experienced person. And that's just how you always become the best version of yourself, by going through different experiences. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, that's the quote of the week. And this week's topic is cool, man. Rightful healing for the soul. I'm going to say it again. Rightful healing for the soul, not the wrong kind, the right kind. Let's just jump right into it, man. Hurt people, and you don't want to hurt people. You don't want to be a hurt person. You need to really take time to yourself and become in tune with you. You need to learn, you need to grow, you need to know your dislikes, your likes, what you're really into when people are not around, when they're not around. So at the same time, so you can still be whole in everything. Because the main thing is about it, people are jumping into these relationships, and even with friendships, you want to be whole. Because especially when you're in a relationship, if you're not whole, you could be a burden to somebody else, and they, without even knowing it. It's just the little things. Or where are you going? How long are you gonna be there for? Who's gonna be there? This and this. Asking them all type of questions when they go. This and this. And see, the thing about it is, you don't ever want to be a burden. You want to be able to be so secure in yourself and what you have going on, even outside of yourself and in the relationship, that you're not, being a pest or pestering and weighing them down at the same time, because you still have these jacked up insecurities that you've never really addressed and you never really gone over. And you don't want that for yourself. You don't want that to, you don't want to bring that type of agony and pain on somebody else and they've done nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, you have to be whole in these relationships and even friendships you're jumping in, or you'll be a burden on people. And the worst thing you could be is a burden on somebody else, because that's not a good thing. So just remember, I always told you that. The second thing I want to talk about, you do not heal with your private parts. I'm going to say it again. You do not heal with your private parts. Doing P's and doing D's, that ain't the trick. You're sitting there laying down with all these people, catching these soul ties, and you're wondering why God hasn't given you anything to love and cherish. It's because you already got so many relationships drawn in you that you truly haven't washed off yet. You haven't taken the time to really grow, sit down by yourself, understand the situation, try to analyze it. What did you do wrong? What did that person do wrong? What did you not like about that situation? How you could come back from it a stronger and better person, a better mental, a better emotional state, a better physical state. So like I say, you don't heal with your private parts. You think it's cool, you get your heart broken, you're not addressing certain things, and you go out here, you laying down with these people, having sexual relations the whole time. That's all you wanted because, well, I'm never gonna be hurt again. Nobody's gonna ever get the opportunity to do that to me again. And you know what? Now you're hurting that person. It's a cycle. And you know what? They gonna do that to four other people, and then four other people happen to them, and then they gonna do that to four other more people. It's all a cycle. So what I mean by that is stop healing with your private parts. That's not healing. You're losing yourself. Stop healing with your private parts. I want to address something right now, and I think a lot of people really need to hear this. It's time to face the music. Seriously. And what I mean by that is any emotions that you're avoiding dealing with or, putting to the side because of past trauma, and you're really not trying to deal with them, and you keep, burying them deeper and deeper and not addressing them. Stop it. Stop it. You're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting anybody else in the process. Well, actually, yes, you are. You're hurting if you're getting with other people and you haven't addressed certain things that you need to address within yourself. You definitely are hurting other people, because when you don't address those type of things, you can never become the best version of yourself. And because when you don't acknowledge your feelings and what that situation did to you, how it made you feel, and how can you grow from it and become, I don't even want to say become something different, but respond better if that situation never comes up again. You're not gonna be your best self, because you're meeting people, and you call yourself getting into relationships, and then you have these unresolved feelings and things that you've been going with past trauma that you're not dealing with, and whole time you end up hurting people that never had intentions on hurting you. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to do it on purpose. You're going to do it because it's a defense mechanism, because of the things that you've been through. And what I mean to say by that is, whole time you won't be a terrible person, but you won't be the best person that you could possibly be to that person, who's really trying to be there for you and really wants you for you. I understand a lot of people are the way they are because of past things, that happened to them. And they promise themselves, if I ever go through this again, or I'll not even promise, not even go through it, but I'm never gonna go through this again. So I'm gonna act like this, and this, so people can never get the chance to treat me like that. People in your life that haven't done anything to you and are really trying to be there for you and really want to know you and get to know you and all those things, love you for the best you that you are, they deserve the benefit of the doubt until shown otherwise. You give people the benefit of the doubt because, nobody's perfect, things happen, but at the same time, if you're dealing with a good person and they have good, intentions and a good heart, you don't ever want to do things that are, not right, or, you're acting a certain type of way toward them because somebody in their past did something to you. It's just not right. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to be the best version of you at all times throughout anything with even new people that you meet, because sometimes if you're not careful, you'll bleed on people who didn't even cut you. Don't let that go over your head. I think I really want to emphasize that, if you feel lonely, and I'm gonna be honest when I say this, if you feel lonely, you don't need to meet others, you need to meet yourself first. Because you don't need to, you don't need to, oh, what's the words I'm looking for? You don't need to have anybody to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. And you don't need to have somebody to be somebody. You need to be in tune with you. You need to find out your likes, your dislikes, what you are, your hobbies, a goal, a passion of yours. You need to come in, you need to be a ray of sunshine for yourself before, anybody else could be there for you. And even then, because it's like, people are always like, oh yeah, in life, I just want somebody to bring a type of light and sun into my life. Nope. You need to be your own light, because if they leave, you're left in darkness again. And what I mean by that is, you should be your own sun. They should be their own sun. Having two lights together, y'all will come together and make a constellation. Don't let that go over your head. Oh my God, I'm good. I just said something. I just said something. And that's real. So when two people come together, it should be the best version of themselves at all times. And even when they're together, if they're still working on themselves, because growing is not a stopping and start thing. That's a constant reassurance thing, just like everything else is with it. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, You want to be with somebody that you want to be able to be with somebody that values you, but most importantly values themselves. Because if it's no self-worth on both sides, then it's nothing. It's nothing. And this is the last point, I want to make in this video before I wrap everything up. No human can meet your ego or soul needs. I'm gonna say that again. No human can meet your ego or soul needs. It's time to stop getting with people for your ego boost, for an approval, for people that you really don't like and you're only doing it for the moment just because you're tired of feeling a feeling of loneliness. If you are doing that, it is time to start doing the groundwork on yourself before things get too critical and you're in a cycle forever. And I don't want none of you to be that way. It's time to start making self-improvements, working on that self-worth, that self-value, finding your purpose, a passion in life, being okay with being alone until you can have a home with somebody else. Seriously, being okay with being alone. And that includes from a relationship with friends and family. Are you okay when it's no company around? Do you not have the tendency to say, well, I need to call somebody, or I need to text somebody, or I need to do this? No, you need to be okay with being in your skin, being on your purpose, and finding a way to keep bettering yourself every day and not being a burden on other people because you feel like, oh, you can't be alone for too long, or things get weird, or you get scared and stuff like that. No. Because when that happens, sometimes you attract the wrong type of people in your life, and then you'll be back at square one doing the same thing all over and over again. And I don't want that for any of you watching this video or people that will keep tuning into this video. And the last point I want to make, I know I said that was the last point. When things happen to you in life, forgive others and forgive yourself and give yourself grace. And what I mean is, sometimes when we go through things, we beat ourselves up. Oh my God, I can't believe I really put myself through that. I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. Why would I do that? And you're human. You're a human who has to go through experiences to understand things. And with that being said, give yourself some grace, learn from things, grow from them, understand what you went through, process it, analyze it, become a better person from it. Forgive that person so they don't have that power over you, because sometimes when we don't forgive, we really don't realize the power that we give other people who are not even thinking about us anymore. And never forget that. And yeah, so this episode is just about rightful healing for the soul. And I want you guys to be the best version of yourselves at all times, because that's what I strive to be every day through Christ and just through, being a good person and wanting better for myself. And like I said, thank you for tuning in, guys. This is Intuition Podcast, the art of trusting what you feel, and where instinct meets insight. You already know who it is, your boy SDS. Holla at your boy.
I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind. Shawty, she looking so fine. Give me the money, I wish you were mine. I'm fucking and be like she mine. To watch, look at the time. Gotta go, not wasting no time.